Hello, this is Dr. Liv with New Insight Counseling. Thank you for joining me in another video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. The title of today's video is Get Your Own Closure. Why is irrelevant? In this video, you will need to challenge and shift your thinking. It is natural that we want things to be rational. We want things to make sense. We want to understand. We want answers. We want to know why. We want the I's dotted and the T's crossed. We don't like unfinished business. But this is the very same mind frame that can work against us. Like I discussed in a previous video, just because something provides you with temporary soothing, relief, comfort, or satisfaction does not mean it is the right solution, or in this case, the right focus. And yes, certain quote-unquote answers may be more appealing to our ego and pull on our heartstrings, causing us to have more empathy, sympathy, or compassion for the person. Yet this is still no justification for maltreatment, and still is not something you have to put up with, live with, sacrifice your peace and happiness for, or try to fix for another person. Answering why might give you some reasons, but those reasons are still not excuses. And the truth of the matter is that knowing why may still not make sense to you, and it certainly does not change what your experience was or is, what you went through, nor does it take away your pain. Seeking why will only create more anxiety, stress, and lead to more unanswered questions. Instead of focusing on why, shift your focus to your experience with this person, the facts, the hard truths, and determining if this relationship is satisfying your needs and expectations. Is this what you deserve? Is this what you want to live with? And if so, at what cost? Here are some steps to getting your own closure. Number 1, stop asking or waiting on the answers from another person. Number 2, get away from the noise. You need to disconnect from toxic people or the toxic person altogether. If possible, go no contact, even block. However, if you cannot completely disassociate or disconnect from the toxic person or people, limit contact as much as possible. And again, this is where going no contact, even blocking can be beneficial, gray rocking, especially depending on the level of toxicity and codependency. Number 3, self-examination time. Check in with self. Take inventory of the person, how they showed up in the relationship, your experience with them, and identify all of the facts and truths as it relates to the problem. Number 4, separate facts from feelings. This is very important because feelings can distort the truth. Number 5, identify what you're in denial of. Number 6, identify what you're making excuses for. Number 7, identify what you're refusing to accept. Number 8, label these things listed in 5, 6, and 7 as facts and hard truths, or facts/hard truths. Again, number 8 is combine 5, 6, and 7, which are what you're denying, what you're making excuses for, and what you refuse to accept. Combine these and label as facts or hard truths. Number 9, look at what you want or need versus what you're actually getting or receiving from the person or situation. Number 10, use your context clues. Gather all of the facts, all of the truths, everything you've been denying, everything you're making excuses for, everything you're refusing to accept, the treatment you're actually getting, and come to a conclusion. Number 11, pray or meditate to seek clarity, or both. Number 12, when questions arise about why this and why that, shift and choose to focus on instead, again, the facts and the truth and your conclusion. Here is an example. Let's say you've been with a person who is consistently lying, flirting with other people, always in his or her phone, sending inappropriate pictures, texts, DMs. This is a person who is withholding affection or sex, a person who is withholding communication, a person who is neglecting you, mistreating you, maybe even, this person has cheated. And so your conclusion of this person is they're selfish, they're dishonest, insensitive, unloving, disloyal, can't be trusted. Knowing why does not change these facts, nor does knowing why change your experience. Knowing why may not make sense. Knowing why also does not erase your hurt, pain, anger, anxiety, depression. And you have to ask yourself, is this what I want or need? Is this what I deserve? Is this what I can live with? Is this satisfying my needs and expectations? And if I do feel that I can live with this, at what cost? The thing to remember is things don't need to make sense for you to accept it. We would like for them to make sense, but things do not have to make sense for acceptance. Things do need to make sense for understanding, but not acceptance. And when we say things like, I refuse to accept this or that, this automatically hinders and blocks your coping, closure, and forward movement because you're exhausting your time, energy, and efforts, causing yourself mental, emotional, and even physical distress, chasing answers, playing detective and psychoanalyst, and all alone being stuck, unhappy, insecure, anxious, frustrated, depressed, and not being present in your own life. So we have to focus on accepting the truths and hard facts and determining if this is what is in your best interest, if this is serving you, and if not, move accordingly. Thank you, and I hope this helps. Thank you for listening, and we will talk soon.